Watch me a wind up me body, yeah. Watch me a move up me body, yeah. Watch me a wind up me body, yeah. Watch me a move up me body, yeah. Wind up, girl, wind up your body. 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 Me and me friends really come fit on up the party. Watch me a wine and I get naughty. I sick back me love, not to drink and I see. Watch me a wine and I get naughty. Party turn up, party turn up. Watch me a wine and I get naughty. Party turn up, party turn up. Watch me a wine and I get naughty. Hold on there. Watch me a ride the rhythm. One foot up na the air when me climb the rhythm. Them gyal a can't.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are the Art School Rejects. And on today's show, which is actually the 27th episode of season, 27 episode period, and it's season 3. But it's not just any episode.
Summer Jam, season 3, Summer Jam 3.
It's Summer Jams 3. And
Just in time.
Just in time for summer. Look at that, guys.
It's getting hot.
It's not getting, well, for you it's getting hot. It's us, we're like in the frying pan down here. We're hot and hotter down here. But anyway, as we digress, we have special guest Jamie.
Hey.
First time on the Summer Jams.
Oh yeah, that's true for sure. And we have another special guest, the third time on the Summer Jams, Mas.
This is his gig.
Hello.
Senior music correspondent.
Yeah.
Maciel Vargas. Give it up, give it up.
Thank you.
And we also have Carlos.
What's up, guys?
And Shane, who's myself. So, Summer Jam number 3.
Getting ready for them sounds.
Yeah. And
Barbecues, beaches,
Yep.
beaches, camping.
You got to show off the guns, too.
And the guns, yeah.
Or the gut, if you got it. It don't matter. You know?
The gut show?
Yeah.
Yeah. If the summer body wasn't working, just let it flow, you know? Let it all out. Don't matter.
Coming to grips with that.
We don't discriminate our summer bodies down here. Bring what you got.
We're body positive.
Yep. No body shaming on this podcast.
Y'all laughed at that. All right. I see you guys.
So,
we made a playlist. It's on Spotify,
Yep.
right? As usual with Summer Jams 1 and 2. We're going to be discussing our selections here and listening to some sounds so that you can, when it's time to throw on some jams at your Summer Jam, you got some ammunition.
but you can just put this on and be like, people think like you're the best DJ there is. Because it's just, it goes everywhere.
We've expertly curated this one.
Yep. 4 minds into one project. Which, by the way, though, I have to say the photo that we have up on Spotify looks like it's a serious fucking like jam that's about to happen. Like we all look like we're those type of DJs that we don't like fuck around.
I love it so much.
We definitely don't.
No.
Shane, you got glasses on in that photo.
No, that's how serious it is,
You
guys.
don't even wear glasses. You're like, hold on, I gotta put some glasses on real quick.
Shane's got like some Jeff Mills shit going on.
Yep. Yeah.
Look like LTJ Bookham.
Ooh.
Very magical.
Like waking up from a dream. A summer dream.
We're back in the 90s.
That's that drum and bass.
Fucking amazing. We're all junglers here, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Jungle soldier.
Booyaka,
I think
booyaka,
We've
booyaka.
all got down in a circle some point of our life and to the music of drums and bass. So who put that in there?
That was Maciel.
Oh,
Yep. Yeah, I'm
All
going through
right.
like a bit of like I've been going through a bit of like a hardcore, a UK hardcore like obsession for the past like year or so.
Nice.
It's like I'm trying to like dig up like anything I can.
Some Prodigy.
Yeah.
I'm a fire starter.
Some metalheads.
That's Goldies, right?
Yeah. He did a Roofage Crew as well.
And he also did Bjork. No?
Literally and figuratively
Okay.
speaking.
All right.
That's an all-time power couple right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goldie and Bjork. We need more Bjork on the playlist next time.
Yeah, we didn't really put any Bjork on, did we?
Never.
No, she has
Never.
not made the list yet.
By proxy, I did add Arca, who was one of the co-producers on her last album. He's like one of my fucking favorite musicians right now.
No, that's like, you know, the barbecue was earlier, and now you're home, you're tired, you need something to kind of put you in the mood. Maybe, you know, pop open a bottle of wine, put on some Arca.
Yeah. Speaking of put you in the mood, I think we have one track on here. Is it called Aquaman?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like listen to the lyrics of that.
That's a put you in the mood song.
I think that's when you're in the mood, you should have that playing. So it's kind of like a playbook. So you just like follow what's happening. So who put that in?
That was me. Definitely a summer jam. And I don't think the lyrics are very subtle, but it's like definitely it's
That's
about,
like that late night
Yeah.
after summer party. Like you were crushing on your crush the whole time, and you guys finally got it going.
So
on.
an interesting fact about that song is that Jay Park is a Korean singer / rapper, and he did that whole song in English, even though it wasn't an American release that was released in Korea.
Hey, you know what? It could be on the radio here.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds me of like something like at least like the instrumental reminds me of like something that The Weeknd would be on, or like Drake's like
Yeah.
Hold On, I'm Going Home, or something
Yeah,
like that.
I think that Jay Park's definitely ready to like make his way over here.
Crossover.
I could definitely see that.
You should watch the video. The video is really interesting too.
Is he dressed up like Aquaman in it?
No, not at all. There's a car filled up like a hot tub with like a girl in it and stuff, and it's just driving along.
Does that, is there at some point in it, does he like make bubbles?
No. No, that it means something else. Don't take it literally like that.
Okay, what else does it mean? Because in my mind, I'm thinking like I'm gonna go down and like, you know, spend some time there. I'm like Aquaman, you know.
In the
That's
water?
all
Is that what you're thinking?
No, I'm thinking about.
Okay, well then you
You
got
know.
it. You got it.
Oh, okay.
thought
I
you were
wish that
thinking-
Shane like had no idea that.
Like he goes in the water
still
and
wanna-
blows
yeah,
bubbles.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to go back to where I thought that Shane didn't know what he
Me
was talking
too. I
about.
want him to think it's really about Aquaman. I want him to be that
No.
G-rated.
Hey guys, so this song's really about Aquaman. Like, I didn't really get that. Where was Batman and Superman in the Justice Leagues?
We have like this whole section of the playlist that's very R&B centric, which I was definitely here for.
Summer is a very good time for R&B music.
No need to take from me. Don't throw the paint on me. I see this lit forming. I got lost astray. And as far as running away.
Yeah, Senpai.
This was me too.
That's fire.
Yep.
Man,
That's like a 90s like power song.
Yeah, his vocals are just beautiful.
this is a guy like you put this on the playlist, Jamie, and then all of a sudden I kept seeing him pop up like in other.
Yeah.
It's like, have you ever had that happen to you where like
And you see
somebody
it.
will introduce you to
Yeah.
something and then all of
Like,
a sudden
wow.
you see it every. Yeah.
It's like it's been around you all this time, but you didn't notice it.
Mm.
He kind of reminds me a little bit of James Blake, and
Yeah.
I really like
Yeah, he
that.
has that sound to him.
Yeah, back.
Yeah, I can
back
see that.
then.
When James Blake was good.
That last album was a disappointment, man. I wasn't feeling it.
He's gotten I think he's gotten away from kind of what I thought was
His sound?
Yeah,
like,
people
I don't know. I mean,
change.
he's allowed to do whatever he wants, but
He can't stay the same forever.
like for me, like James Blake would always be like CNYK,
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
God.
okay.
and then like the
Yeah.
further he gets away
You know,
from that, then
I
I'm
still
kind of-
liked Retrograde, the song.
Retrograde was a jam, man. That was a pretty good track.
Shout out to James Blake.
Yeah.
Come back to us, James.
What's up, Jimmy?
Do what you
And-
do. Do what you did. Go back to that Digital Mystic sound.
Stop hanging out with Justin Vernon, damn it.
We know you got that. You still have that DMZ in you.
Make Mama proud again.
He's just out here. He's just out here trying new things.
Make America Mala again.
Yeah. That can actually be a good and bad thing.
Well,
If you're Spanish and you don't know
Oh,
who
make America
Mala
bad.
is, you'd be like, wait,
bad. Damn, make it bad.
make
Well, I mean, if
America
you're-
bad again?
If you're Hispanic, Mala could also be La Mala, which is like was it like La Mala Rodriguez, which was like a big reggaeton like MC from back in the day.
Make America reggaeton again.
Hey.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of which,
Uh-oh.
this is from my home country.
Uh-oh. From the Plantanos?
Yeah, yeah.
Culo. Yo, no, that's fire.
Yeah.
Like, yo, it's funny. It's funny, Mas, because you put that on there. You said that's from Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
You put that on. I was like, I've been jamming out to it since, and
Yeah, that shit's a banger.
that's a banger. Yeah, and I started to kind of dig into that dude, El Alfa.
Yeah.
El Alfa.
Yeah.
He's alpha as fuck. What's funny is that you put that on the playlist, and I put also some reggaeton on the playlist. It's just, you can't. I was like, yo, we're on the same wavelength.
Wavelength, man.
Yeah.
Or it could be the fact that both of you guys have Spanish. You guys-
Well, yeah. I guess this is, that part of the playlist where
Things get mad Hispanic.
if
think
you
it-
can't
think it-
translate, then
Music goes beyond the language.
Trabajando de la noche hasta que salga el sol. Si tú ya me lo abres, yo le meto un gol. Yo me mantengo activo. Zapatos de cocodrilo. Mi carro es deportivo. Tengo un Ferrari, ni lo miro. Yo tengo plata como un casino. Voy pa' Colombia con el padrino. Ya le champaña dentro del limo. Tienes nada y yo tengo pavo. Oye, ponme lo pa' atrás y no vayas a parar. Ya lo sé, si ella me mira me va a coger. Si tiene un novio se va a joder. Si viene
damn bars.
That shit's
Bars. He says like, yo, there's like a part where he says like, si no vale la pena, lo voy a hacer, or something like that. It was just like, it was like, vale la pena is like something that's like my grandma would say it. It was like, it's just like weird to hear it like in a rap.
Yeah, it's like if it's not worth it.
Yeah,
That's
but it's
what
like,
it means?
yeah. But it's like, I don't know. It's like a saying that like somebody in my family would say like on a regular
Right,
basis.
right.
It just sounds weird to like hear it like in a rap. I don't know. It was like I was here for it though.
Yeah, hey, the track was dope.
Los Racas. They're from here, the Bay Area, actually.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're from Oakland.
Oh shit.
But I think they're like one of the dudes is Panamanian, and the other one is like I think from like Central America somewhere, South America. I actually saw them here in Oakland at a kind of like a block party, like
shit.
randomly. Yeah. So I was walking, and you could just like walk every block. There's like another stage of like music,
Yeah.
and it'll be like there's like a drum circle, and then there's like kind of like a blues band, and then there's like a freestyle cipher going on. And I walked into this large crowd, and I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? And it was Los Racas, and they were rapping in like Spanish, and I was like, yo, but what is this? I was definitely ready for it. And then when they dropped like some of their tracks, I mean, the place went bananas, and I was caught up in it. I was like, oh shit, because their beats are hard as fuck.
Soy un soldado con mi concha asado. Calle. Y cuando a mí me vean siempre estoy montado. Soy así. A mí me vale lo que digan de mí. ustedes con su envidia no me afectan a mí. Que tú quieres que te diga un poco mentira.
Yeah, that shit blew up. It blew up when it dropped, and I was caught up in the middle of it, just kind of randomly wandered into it, and by the time I left there, I had a hat, Los Rocas, I had a t-shirt.
You entered one side of the crowd as regular Los, and then you went through it, and then you got spat out the next side, and you're all this like fan gear.
So that last one was that's old shit, but they came out with that YLS, Ya Lo Sé. That's a little bit something different from them because they were kind of spitting like Uzi on it.
Right.
Right. So there's that part where they're just kind of like, yeah, and then he kind of like does like this pattern of like rapping where it's like very like Migos,
Right.
Which I haven't.
These days.
It's a trend, but also it was interesting to hear it in Spanish. You know, it's like, oh, okay, they're doing it also, but you know, that's the twist on it. So I was definitely feeling that.
Yeah, I've heard a couple like Spanish rap songs like that, like driving around here, like in Little Havana, and it's just like you got like all these Cuban cats like blasting like Cuban hip hop and shit, and it's like a lot of them are doing like the whole as kids love calling it nowadays mumble rap.
Yeah, our playlist is actually pretty like. I think Summer Jams 1 and 2, we had like a lot of like Uzi and Yachty and like some of those cats, but not as much. This is something that I was just like listening to our playlist, and I was like, oh yeah, we don't really have as much as kind of our patron saints of the Summer Jams.
Well, I mean, I think we really have we have one song on there from the guy who kind of, in my eyes, was the true renaissance pioneer of that type of rap, and that's Future.
Never chase a bitch. Chase no bitch. Mask on. Fuck it, mask on. Mask on. Fuck it, mask on. Percocet. Miley Percocet. Chase a chick. Never chase a bitch. Chase no bitch. 2 cups. Toast up with the gang. From food stamps to a whole nother domain.
Indecisive as fuck, but is a definitely.
Is he like Molly or Percocet or Molly Percocet at the same time?
Who knows?
Who knows? No, because I was actually pondering this. Like, I like thought about this for longer than anybody probably should have. Being somebody like legit, like being somebody that has I've experimented with some substances in the past before.
All right, on.
There's no secret. So done plenty of Molly, done plenty of Percocets. But I was trying to think, I was like, have I ever done Molly and Percocet at the same time? And I'm not sure. So maybe Future's onto something.
I mean, my one thing about the song, it's a good song. I just can't decipher what he says when it's like he says mask on, fuck it, mask off, whatever. There's like this part that sounds like Big Farm. Like, I don't know if he's like shouting out like Big Pharmacy or some shit like that. Because I don't know what it is. Because the whole time he's like Percocet Molly's, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like,
he's shouting out like
Big Pharmacy.
Monsanto.
Yeah.
Chevron.
Shouts out DuPont. Procter & Gamble.
Yeah.
Favorite.
For the love of me, I cannot decipher that part. Like, I look
That's
everywhere.
why it's called mumble rap.
Hey.
There's that term again.
Yeah.
Mask off is like you're taking your mask off after like a caper.
Yep.
Okay.
Or
you're in a caper. You're in the middle of a caper, and then now you're like, fuck it, mask off.
Yep. Just show them your face.
Understandable. Sometimes you can't breathe in those.
Yeah.
Some pantyhose.
Unless you get the ones with the holes for the nostrils.
Oh, the fishnets?
Yeah.
What? Are you got the leggy?
You know, you wear the pantyhose like if you're trying to like trap and shit. You need some extra like.
I think Shay's talking about like the baklava.
Oh, the balaclava.
Balaclava. Baklava is like dessert.
Yeah.
No, that's baklava.
That's baklava. Okay, got it. very confusing.
Yeah.
Balaclavas just remind me of Rico Dan.
Yo.
So
That Miku beat.
Polo to the flow though. You already know though. It's Adamville for real. You see a hoe, just take a photo. I'm reppin' that's on photo with a fofo on your brodo. Cause that Jodo thought that he could rob a player for some no-no.
He's so good.
Oh no, I'm so
Oh.
Allen Temple. I'm so England Manor. I'm so Misty Valley. And I got a couple pounds yesterday.
Yeah, so
Damn.
I saw that Big Boy did that song with Killer Mike, and I was like, oh, I got to hear that. So then I played it, and I heard that Miku beat, and I was just like, sold. Miku Hatsune as the beat.
who's Miko? So for anybody who doesn't know who that is,
You've probably seen her before.
she's like she's the A,
The AI
Yeah,
girl.
Vocaloid.
Yeah,
the AI, like
not like Art Institute, but you know, the artificial
She's
intelligence.
out here trying to give the gorillas a run for their money.
yeah.
She's like, she's just an internet sensation. There's a video game. There's like multiple video games with her, and I'm a huge fan of Miku. So
So the thing I like about this track, probably the most, besides like, I mean, Killer Mike just annihilating like
Enough said.
every like word in the English language for
Could he
like
be our president
a
already?
solid like 2 minutes.
Yo, for real.
Could we for real have like Killer Mike be our president? Like,
I'm okay with that.
like,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, he's
And
been
then
killing it.
Bernie
Like
as
he's been like he's been on like making his rounds on the like the talk shows lately, putting truth to power.
yeah.
He like
Dude's
just
incredibly eloquent.
demolishes this beat, the Miku beat.
Yeah.
Probably the thing I like the most about it is that we feature a lot of the younger artists on this playlist and other playlists in the past, Yachty and Uzi and all those cats. This is just 3 dudes from Atlanta, and they're just like spitting bars.
3 older guys.
The
No,
older
they-
statesman.
They've been in the game since, well, I mean, Outkast, well, Big Boy for sure. He's been in there since the 90s. But everyone else came out in the early 2000s, so they've been making their ways and their moves. You know, I think every one of them has their time. I would say more so right now, Killer Mike is definitely with Run the Jewels. He's a lot more relevant than everyone else on the actual track at this time.
Well, Jeezy, I think he's had problems with just like laws.
Can't keep his hand out the cookie jar, huh?
So I think that he's been kind of hamstrung a little bit by just situations. So it's been harder for him. But that's why it was so.
But he still had some bangers back in the day.
Oh, Jeezy's a legend. Come on.
Exactly. Akon, come on, that one song.
Akon and Young Jeezy.
You know.
Yeah, these are like 3 dudes from Atlanta, you know, just
Legends.
like, you know, yeah, but like now if you try to like, oh, what does the sound of Atlanta sound like right now? But to me, it's always been like these 3 dudes, pretty much.
yeah.
And like,
I mean,
it's still them until you can knock them off. It's still this.
Well, I don't think you can knock them off.
Nah.
They're gonna always be there because they're still relevant and they're still cemented, and their actual span it's more than Biggie or Tupac. You know, they'll always be there, but rap is a young man's sport. You know, and
If that was the case, then how is it that these 3 dudes on this track just came out with something that's like heads better, you know, head and shoulders better than, you know, anything that's come out of Atlanta for like the last 5 years?
You can't say that because that's opinionated. It's gonna be good because we know these guys and we're used to their sound that they're putting out.
They have that pedigree attached to them.
Well, as in like these younger guys, we're distant from them, you know. And this is actually something that I when I was reading my the book that you got me about like rap throughout the years.
You're welcome.
In the beginning of it, thank you. in the beginning of it, like Ice-T, he references to this pretty much, like how.
Yeah, I don't. I think you're like. I think that I understand what you're saying, and like, I'm not like Joe Budden or whatever. You know, like, don't try to. Like, I'm not trying to. Like, I'm not that person. You know, like, listen, like, yo, I was the first person that like put on Yachty on the playlist and like all that stuff.
I just want you guys to know.
No, like, it's like no. That's my yo. I'm when I'm in the shower, I'm like Harley.
But when you're outside in public, you're like, yo, you fuck with that Nas, right? Yeah. Yo, fuck Yachty.
Nah, it's not even like that. But even look, I love that stuff as much as anybody. But this Kill Jill is like, come on, like that shit is.
It's a cold ass reminder of what actual lyrics and that like wordplay plays off, like the actual truer to the essence of what hip hop is, I would say, you get from this track. If you want, like, if you look at that one song, because we have another Atlanta rapper on here.
Diamonds, they looking like ice. Out with the hole like I'm ice. Stack on my cash, I got hype. Take advantage
kind of goes hand in hand.
Take the bando, bring the hype. We just go hard on the kid. Had to catch up on my bitch. They know that young nigga be lit. Run it off.
Somebody made a sale.
But you know, it's as you can clearly take from the Kill Jill to this new Chopper song, like especially Playboy's verse, you can see the distinction is.
It's different.
It's
different. I think that they're
so different. Rap is evolving into whatever it is today.
I like them both. I just think that like Kill Jill is just like.
Oh no, it's like
that's like you know, that's an all timer.
Oh yeah, it's definitely up there. But one thing I wanted to say before we move on is that Rocky,
he's kind of the odd man out in this.
He's the odd man out.
This new trend, like this new style, because he's kind of, where does he fit into?
He fits in because he is, to me, he's kind of that person who was in the limbo of the old and the new.
Rocky started off basically like aping styles from the old Houston scene from the 90s.
Right.
That was his whole come up.
Yeah.
So like he has that, like his lyrics and his flow comes from that era that we're very used to, and I think we appreciate a whole lot more so than what's happening new. But he's still relevant enough that he understands that he keeps himself in that era, but yet he can play along with what's happening today. You know,
I read something recently where Yams,
rest in peace.
He was I think one of the first people to, as far as Lil Uzi goes, he kind of like helped him develop, or he was like one of the first people that told Uzi that he was going to be big and like keep going, you know, back when like Uzi was like on sound, but when he had like three tracks on SoundCloud or whatever.
Yeah. No, that's good though.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice little nugget, and he was right.
Damn Yams, if he didn't, we would never have that yeah. Oh man, I mean, okay, I have to come clean. Like, I just recently took a trip to Georgia to see some drifting.
Did you go to any trap shows?
No, we didn't do it. The guys who I went there with, they were all 19.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Right.
They couldn't get in the club.
Shane was chaperoning.
Pretty much.
Oh man, Shane.
Yeah.
The whole car ride, because we drove out from South Florida all the way to.
You're like Hugh Jackman to their X23.
Pretty much.
Yeah. How many were there? How many?
Oh, it was 3 of them.
Oh, so you had like 3 X23s and like one like Logan.
I was that old man Shane.
If you're Hugh Jackman though, I'm Patrick Stewart in that analogy. I can't even talk.
Yo, you're killing people with your amnesia, with your like Alzheimer's. Sorry. But so they were bumping like the new Kendrick.
Okay.
Definitely, they were bumping Drake hard.
That's what the kids are into.
And I remember one of the guys, he asked me like, yo, like what type of music do you like? And I was like, I listen to everything. He's like, yeah, you like punk and rock too? You know, like Blink-182 and Metallica? I was like, yeah. You know, I listen to it. So, oh my god, like I remember they put on this one track and it was System of Down, like
shit. Chop Suey?
Chop Suey.
Damn,
right?
that's old shit.
Yeah, like really
Dude, that
old,
was like
right?
the Beatles, like
Wake up! Run, rush, and put a little makeup. This is really for the table. What you need the keys up on the table? Here you go, create another fable. You wanted to. Run, rush, and put a little makeup. You wanted to. I describe the way you want to shake up. You wanted to. What you need the keys up on the table? You wanted to. Well, I don't think you trust
self-righteous suicide. I cry.
Nah, man, it was hella cool though. Like that whole trip with them, just hearing what they were playing the whole way.
That's interesting though. That the youth, them
I'm
of
actually
today.
really glad that they listen to the older stuff.
No, well, actually, to talk about the youth, since I hold this weekly car meet, it's a bunch of younger people, 20, 19, 18.
Snappers.
They listen to a lot of rap and songs from their era of the 90s, you know, when they were babies.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people listen to Nas, Pac, Biggie, you know, the guys who did Quiet Storm, like Mobb Deep, you know, like you hear a lot of that, and like you hear like a bunch of like older rock and all this type of jazz instead of like hearing a lot of newer stuff. But I mean, when I do hear newer stuff, it's just normally like Bad and Bougie, you know, or something like that.
By the way, Shane, when you said Quiet Storm for a second, I thought you were referring to Sandstorm.
Oh man.
Yes.
That's my jam. Like honestly, that's my jam.
Yo, anytime anyone puts that on, like it's a party.
We played that at a wedding.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was back when EDM was like sick. Like, I mean,
France.
I think right now it's like maybe because of my age speaking here, but I think it's very played out.
And it's not just that though. It's that over reliance that like a lot of like EDM producers have on the fucking drop. It's like you don't need to like let people know you're about to drop. People are gonna realize when the drop comes in, whether or not you're like preparing them for it.
Yeah.
I had
This shit gets tired. It's a fucking gimmick.
I put a kind of newer EDM song on the playlist. It has the drop and all of that.
Yeah, this is a banger. I've been listening to this a lot too.
Yeah, it sounds
I
like
listened to it earlier. It was really good.
it sounds like you're in heaven with a samurai.
You're in heaven?
Yeah, you're in heaven with a samurai.
Hands in the air.
Oh shit, Molly's Percocet!
Whoa, that's trap.
This guy,
music.
you're like your trap arms just
That's
going.
trap. That's trap right there. That's like the textbook like trap song.
Yeah.
I love it though.
Yeah.
I've been jamming out to that. That's you're Shane. You're absolutely right. You put your trap arms in the air.
Yep, you just piping them up.
It's got like a wavy kind of production to it.
Yeah. Who's that, Jamie?
Julian Candor.
Julian Calor.
Damn, it's hot in here.
Julian bringing in the heat.
No, I just think it has like a really, really interesting sound.
Uh-huh.
It stands out from the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Man. The Darko track? The track is... Oof.
Yeah, I love it.
Fire.
Yeah, man. I told you, Miles, when you put that on the
Yeah.
playlist, I was like, yo, this might be my favorite song of the year.
Yeah, Darko is legit as fuck, man. He's got like that, he's signed to XL now, which is like, of course, like a legendary record label.
XL Recording, all-time label.
The dude, like what I've always loved about the dude is that he just sort of like like some of like the phrases and chord progressions he uses, they kind of harken back to like 16-bit and like 32-bit era like RPGs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. It's really good.
No, it's really good though. Like I can definitely hear what you're saying in that. It's especially since you said that. I'm thinking like, you ever play like Castlevania House of Symphony
Symphony of the Night?
Yeah.
Symphony of the Night? Yeah.
Any like side scroller, I'm here for
you're
that.
just going left and right. They got to keep the tunes popping for the whole time that you're playing the game. You know what? That's actually something I missed though. Like when it was just Super Nintendo and Sega. Just to say that
when I was
we
dead
would
broke.
have these, huh?
No, you said Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis.
Oh yeah,
when I was dead broke, man. I couldn't picture this.
Yeah,
I think you're contractually obligated to finish that sentence.
Yeah.
Finish it. Hey, but you jumped in and you saved it. But what I was getting at is that there were all these like classic theme songs or song stages that we could remember. And, back then, we wouldn't even know who the producer of it, like how I think we mentioned some time back that that on Sonic 3, Michael Jackson made a track or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I wonder would any of these producers today ever jump on a game?
Yeah, it still happens.
But I've yet to hear. Well, I guess what I'm really trying to say is that the iconic music scope that comes from these video games now, it's nothing like, oh man, you played Legends of Zelda, like that one part, like this is a dope banger or some shit like that.
The only reason I put this on the playlist is because like when I first heard it, I like got up in my living room and I just danced in front of the mirror for like a solid like 2 minutes. Like just
I always wondered if guys did that.
So like any song that makes me do that, I'm like,
what do you say, Jamie?
I always wondered if guys did that.
Yeah.
I've never seen a guy do that.
Media doesn't show that sensitive side, or
they
that
just show the girls.
real side of us.
Yeah.
Kingdom is the shit, right? Fade to Mine. Shout out.
Yeah. Yep.
Fade to Mine Records. This is off his album that came out this year.
One of my favorites this year so far.
Tears in the Club is the name of the song. Is the name of the album.
Tears in the Club.
And I could have honestly, I could have added like any of these songs from the album to the playlist.
The tracks with SZA were really good.
The tracks with SZA and Sid from the internet.
Yup.
It's like 2 tracks from Sid, which are both dope as fuck. Honestly, like any of those songs could have made it on the playlist. I just put like Tears in the Club just because like I needed something from his album. And I actually added like a bunch of his songs from this album to another playlist that I made for my girlfriend when she went to Antarctica. But so some
That's
like
awesome.
listening to on the like the Nebuchadnezzar or whatever her boat was called. Where there's like very little internet out there.
Never a wrong choice with Fade to Mind.
Yeah, Fade to Mine. Anytime they usually throw parties out here in the city, and anytime there's like Fade to Mine going on.
Yeah, they have an affiliate in Atlanta. A buddy of mine is good friends with this cat that runs the Fade to Mind parties in Atlanta. They're called Morph. I've been dying to go to one of them.
Speaking of, I didn't add this song to the playlist just because. But I just wanted to, since we're talking about Fade to Mine, just a quick shout out to this track. Yance, he's also on Fade to Mine.
Dude's dope.
Yeah, that shit is banging. If you see Fade to Mine as the label, that's a cop.
Yep.
It sounds like music that they would play if they had to redo The Breakfast Club and Molly Ringwald was walking through. That's what I get. That was it. That was the only
like
picture
a modern
in my head
day
the whole time listening to that
version
song.
of the movie.
I would definitely watch that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would watch. They should remake that movie.
Who's like the modern day Molly Ringwald?
Don't know.
It's not Emma Stone.
No.
No.
She's played out now.
Yeah. I mean, she's great. No, I'm like, she's good and everything, but she's kind of played out.
Jennifer Lawrence. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Nah, because Molly's just she's kind of in her own lane.
Yeah.
Because she was kind of that girl that one era, and then that was like it.
You
She
know,
never went.
It was
into
never
any
like,
movies.
yeah, there
it would
was
have to be someone new.
no successor.
Yeah.
Very unique actress. Yeah, Molly Ringwald. Shout out to her. Going from that like style, because Kingdom is like it's easy to go from like Kingdom to 4/4, like they call it baseline niche, which is a style of music that I was very much into for a time. It was popular in like 2008 ish, primarily in the UK, but it's like baseline heavy garage basically. It's like garage, but like with like a really pronounced like 4/4 bass line.
Right.
And AJ Tracey came out with a track that very much reminded me of that style. It's a grime track, but it was like in the same legacy of like that 4/4 niche.
Right.
Backstage, couple drinks, I'm loose. All I see is bums and boobs. I'm turned, step on the stage, bust the kind of man, got blow up the room. Boom, bust the kind of blow up the room. Boom, bust the kind of blow up the room. Bow, licking down shows and I'm bringing in racks, bust the kind of blow up the room. What? Backstage, couple drinks, I'm loose. All I see is bums and boobs. I'm turned, step on the stage, bust the kind of man, got blow up the room. Boom, bust the kind of blow up the room. Boom, bust the kind of blow up the room. Bow.
Butts and boobs.
Butts and boobs.
That's not a bad thing.
Mandem.
Yeah, man, that shit's like for a long time. Like I think it was like Zombie a long time ago put out a 4/4 niche mixtape, and that's what kind of introduced me to Zombie a long time ago. Right. This is kind of before like the Zombie that we know now. That's more like sophisticated, I guess. Is like the word that I'm trying to think of. But he used to do these like baseline niche like mixes. And I've been a big fan of 4/4 niche, that rhythm, since then. And I don't hear it that often. Like it was popular for a little bit in the UK, and then kind of got like it fell out of favor, I guess, and never really got popular here in America. Even though I thought that like if any like underground UK shit could get popular in America, it would be like baseline niche because it was so like R&B inspired.
Right.
We're here for it if it ever happens, if it ever comes.
Call us.
Yeah.
Well, I think grime is probably going to be the closest thing that would probably come over.
Yeah, people keep saying that. Yeah.
Well, Skepta, right? In
you gotta look up to your man Drake.
Drake and
He's
Skepta.
trying. His whole More Life album just sounds like a try hard.
Yeah.
Him like speaking the dialect and everything, but
people are always saying Drake's a bit of a culture vulture anyway, so.
Yeah. We got some of him on this.
I'm trying to find that track that he did with Skepta, but I can't find it.
Did he actually do a track with Skepta?
Oh, he didn't? I swear he did.
I thought he was on the album.
Oh, it is right here.
You don't know me, you better get to know me. Stand up tall right next to Kobe. A young G, I had the weapon on me. Slice up work like pepperoni.
No, but Drake's signed by
BBK.
Skepta, isn't he?
Yeah.
Did he get like a Boy Better Know tattoo?
No, yeah. Drake's signed by Boy Better Known guy.
He's one of them.
Yeah, and like Skepta got like he got an OVO tattoo, and like they kind of like
swapped logos.
I like Drake, but I imagined like say he's like in the club and these guys are doing their raps and he's standing there with his hands folded, kind of nervous, like he doesn't want to do it. That's what I heard when I was listening just now, like why he didn't come in. I wouldn't want to come in.
I could hear that.
Yeah, he's like,
Drake, yeah, and Skepta. It's grime is gonna be it's coming,
He's making his ways over. And I think especially with the direction of how rap is, it would be influenced.
I mean, we have a grime artist right now on the podcast.
Jamie, what type of Jamie? Redknapp Jamie, Jamie, BBK Jamie. Matic shot man like Jamie. Spider-Man, Electro
The other had the
Jamie,
new
or
guy.
Next Jamie, Chef Jamie. Man will have a Vardy party like Jamie, all type of Jamie.
Me.
Yeah, Jamie, what was it like recording that?
Oh, you don't even know.
How's your brother doing?
Oh, he's great.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jamie,
What's up?
both of you guys.
Shh. Before I start top lip slapping, think me and Skepta were born rapping. Born in the ends, move through in the ends, and that's the new meaning of spawn trapping. She sells seashells on the seashore, no. He sells weed scales on a P4, yeah. He sells details, swiping galore. Deets, aka credit card fraud. You can't test me in the music game, I got bare XP. Doing this thing for real. In school, while you was typing up your CV, I was downloading on Windows NT. Bare sample packs of Fruity Loops free. Ask Mr. Koval about me. I was walking around with my jacket that said my controller on the back. Best MC in the game, fact.
I didn't realize I was such a good rapper.
Yeah, dude.
If I did rap, though, I would probably brag about my XP and my video game stuff.
Right up your alley.
Yep.
Carlos, Jamie's also a bit like you. He doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't do anything, and he's also a vegan.
What? Oh my god, he's my favorite
Vegan.
rapper.
Vegan grime rapper.
Sober vegan grime rapper.
That's Carlos.
That's like
That's really funny
if
because
you-
his
yeah.
brother's like the opposite.
yeah, like partying at like OVO parties and shit.
Yeah.
Shane, we're definitely on this grime kick right now.
Yeah. Man,
You want to talk a little bit about your boy Flowdown?
Hey.
dude.
Something that you added to the podcast. That we all added. Oh wait, well, mostly
I don't
just
know.
Things
Yeah.
go and get murky.
Like I remember I recently not too long ago heard about this tune and it grabbed me just instantly just because of how Flowden's flow is and just the sonic.
like for me, he'll always be like
Skeng.
gang.
Yeah, it's just like dark, like not dark in a bad way, but like just like
Phenomenal one.
you
This
know.
dedicated to all bad man. Like that's like yeah.
No, he's definitely up there with I'm trying to think.
Listen, yo, I roll up ready. Sky couple shots out the semi. Flicks like machine gun Kelly. Military endgame.
Like right off rip.
Someone died.
Yeah, someone dies immediately. Yo.
Yo, big 4-5. Run up with a nozzle of the big 4-5. Try now you're surrounded by demons. I bet you any money, somebody you got sky. We circle the ends anytime. Me na make up in a broad day. Rise up from under the dirt like Satan or run up on a pagan horror show style. Yeah, horror show style. Run up on a pagan, never show smile. Them pussy never know it was a bad man thing. So they wanna put a nozzle of the big 4-5. Yo, big 4-5. Run up with a nozzle of the big 4-5. Try now you're surrounded by demons. I bet you any money, somebody you got sky.
Yo. Hold on.
Excuse me.
He's a bad
Banger.
dude,
He
man.
scares me in a good way.
Yep.
Flowdown is terrifying.
He's a terrifying. You know what he reminds me of?
Him and Rico, man. Woo.
There's this movie called Shadas.
Yeah.
If you know me, then you know I've probably like sat you down and forced you to watch this movie with me like multiple times. It was like Shadas or Top Shadas. It's a movie that came out in like the 2000s with Kamani Marley, Spraga Bands. It's a Jamaican action movie. Part of it is in Jamaica, part of it is in Miami. But there's this character in it named Mad Max. And he's played by the legendary Jamaican actor Paul Campbell, who was in a bunch of like Jamaican action movies back in the day. Dancehall Queen, Third World Cop. But he plays a character named Mad Max, who is like basically like a serial killer. Essentially, like he's like an enforcer for like this like gang basically, but he like in the movie he like racks up like quite a
body count.
Yeah. And like this just what like he basically is, well, Flow Dance is like his flow, like his rap is basically like Mad Max in rap form.
Oh man, he's definitely sick like that. I thought the guy who you were talking about was I don't know the actor's name, but he was in Belly.
Oh yeah.
The actual true like Jamaican boss.
Yeah.
Guy.
Teddy Buckshot.
Yeah.
That's Louis Rankin.
Top. No?
No, hell yeah.
That's our theme song.
That was a big. That was the biggest banger from last year, man.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Champion.
There's a remix to that now.
Yeah, was it Kant?
Yeah.
I think Kant did a remix of it, didn't he?
Be a shot, no shot, Teddy broke shot. Hold on, rhythm just bust, so they must put me on. Top of the list, get the gist, so it go on. Murder the beat, in a Z non-stop. 999, never call Babylon. Hide up in rhythm when everybody done. Left there victim, enough of them a run. Draw for the cycle, draw for the sun. We own the title, straight fire bun. Enough of them can't carry where I'm from. Is it Jamaica or England? Rolling with the thugs, them handling man. Draw for the mark and the too long.
Is it Jamaica or is it London? Who knows?
Both fire. Not to be mistaken with the Fire Festival that happened. That was a disaster.
Yo, Ja Rule.
Holding L's since the early 2000s.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was like one of those things where like a bunch of unfortunate stuff happened to people, but everybody that it happened to was awful. So like everybody was cool with it.
Shouts out Murder Inc.
Oh god.
Yeah, I saw like my favorite tweet of that was like when somebody was like, "Yo, we came here like expecting like baller like accommodations, and when we got here, it just turned out to be a shanty town." And it was like a picture of like a tent town.
No joke. That is exactly what it was.
A+ tweet, all time great.
Legend.
One of the cool things about our playlist that I love is that there's recently a new Gorillaz album, and we had like 4 minds putting together music, and I think like pretty much all like at least like one of us put like at least one Gorillaz track.
Yeah, it's kind of like we all just chose our favorite of the new one and put it on there.
Yeah, I remember like I was gonna put in some, but then I saw like when you guys put in one, I was like,
yeah, that was. I put the same one as you, and then I changed it.
I mean, that's just. I mean, is it because we're all like from like the same era and we just kind of grew up?
No, man. I think it's because it's a damn good album.
Yeah,
but it.
I mean, like it's one of like definitely in my top 10 favorite bands of all time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Easily when you look at like just their body of work. But this new one came out and did not disappoint, right?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was pretty pleased.
Shout out to Vince Staples. I mean, it's interesting. Like when like
slept on.
You got to be like a special rapper if you make it onto a Gorillaz.
They had Doom on on.
They only have like lyricists really on there.
Well, like
I find
Dell. Right, it's a short list,
Dell.
right? We can. It's like it's not that many people.
They had Snoop Dogg,
Doom,
Snoop Dogg,
Mos Def,
Doom, Mos Def, Yasin Bey, whatever he is right now.
And then this new one, which actually featured quite a few. Actually, Danny Brown
with the zebra cat.
Yeah, Danny Brown, Vince, obviously. No Migos though.
No,
what's up with that?
Yeah.
Gorillaz X Future. Where's that?
No Future.
The world isn't ready.
Yeah, shots fired.
Yeah, what are they trying to say? Oh, Pusha T's on there as well. He has his own track, which is awesome.
How did I forget about that?
Yeah, that track is amazing too.
Love me some King Push.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where you're trying to go with that, Carlos.
Nah, just that's like. I just like it's like a short list, like whenever like there's a Gorillaz album and then you see like it's featuring Dell or somebody, then I'm gonna be because it feels like Dell. I'll be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then it's like, Vince Staples, like, that's interesting. Like that. So I felt like what went into the decision making there, or like what did they see? What did Albarn? What's buddy?
Damon
Albarn.
What did he like? exactly see in some of these new musicians that made it. He obviously had a vision, and I was always interested in the collaborations.
Yeah, because I mean, the youngest one rap wise is Vince.
Definitely, he's one of the.
Push has been in the game for a long time, and Danny, he's been in the scene for quite a long time. I might be wrong that but I think
he's been for a while.
Vince is definitely the younger one, but he's
he's mature for his age. I would say.
You ever watched his interviews?
I love watching. I only watch his interviews.
No,
there's all right. So when it comes to like the internet, like voices on the internet, and this is actually I've said this before. There's like people out there that make a living on YouTube with like takes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Franco or something.
Filthy Frank.
Yeah, stuff like the voices like that, and there's like, sure, fine, just you're like, if I'm gonna be there's only like 3 people that I listen to on the internet. Vince is one of them, and then it's like DeSeuss and Mero. It's like DeSeuss, Mero, and Vince. That's like all the takes that I need. If you're not one of those 3 dudes, then like I don't need to hear what you have to say about something that happens online.
It's always when you're looking for a video of something, and then you end up finding that instead. So it's really annoying usually when you find those videos.
Yeah. Well, I have like friends of mine that like are constantly like posting.
But man, that whole album it's just very good from beginning to end. I rinsed that album out like about 4 times.
Humans,
like the first day. Humans,
we should mention what the album's name.
It's called Humans.
What is Z?
So old school.
No, it's
humans. Humans.
Because I saw the one interview that they did on Sway 45, on Shade 45 or whatever.
So was it called? Was it like holographic?
No, it was the guy from The Cure, which I didn't know until he mentioned that.
The guy from The Cure?
Not The Cure, that one song.
Robert.
Blur?
Yeah.
Blur. That's what I meant to say. Sorry.
Yeah, Damon Albarn. Yeah, he's like the dude from Blur.
I thought for a second Robert Smith was on the the wake up show, like talking gorillas, like, yo.
I'm happy. I'm feeling sad. I got so short.
That sounds pretty good.
I'm useless. Anyway,
that's a very interesting alternate reality.
Hey,
you never know.
There's a timeline where like Robert Smith decided to like start the gorillas.
He might have, maybe.
But the point I was getting to is that it's ironic to them because they were thinking like imagining a future where like everything is like really fucked up and blah 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 blase. And it was around the whole political nonsense that was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as we are here in America, our president is Trump. So it was kind of like that kind of played in, not like, what was I saying? They didn't set it up to be that way. But then, with the current events, the album does really speak of that a whole lot.
I mean, everything is political. Like every piece of art in some way or form is political. It's just now, because of like external forces, like we're all kind of seeing it more clearly,
or we're just having no choice to experience it.
Yeah, well, because for instance, the Tribe album, they made that album before the election, the results of the election at least.
Yeah,
and then but when it came out, and we're all still kind of like healing, like it was still like the wound was fresh, and the Tribe album came out, and we saw so much in the themes of the album, but yet it was like something that they had been working on already. So it's like it's really interesting.
There's one track on here that I think kind of speaks out on issues in a sense, and I put it on here purposely because I couldn't have a playlist without Bad Not Good on it.
Who are also playing 3 points. Shane.
I know.
My Dogs don't bark, but they get off. Fuck around and get your whole face bit off. Sinister, spit truth like a minister. So until I'm a monster, when it's the right time, nighttime. Nigga trying to creep and keep from dying in these motherfucking streets. Fuck the police. From a black man's point of view, spray that shit. Say that shit.
Homie, don't play that.
Homie, don't play that.
That's
You
like
can't fuck around
that
with those
shows
kids,
you how
man.
old Snoop Dogg is. When he said, "Homie, don't play that."
Yeah.
He's got
How
living color references.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're older than me, you're old.
But it's so good.
I would say,
still.
like, if you were to say Lavender is the best song of the year for 2017, I would listen to that argument.
I wouldn't say that, but
If somebody
I
were
think
to
it's
say
a pretty
that,
dope song.
because like, and here's my reasons.
Okay.
First of all, the track is banging. Like I said, that bass line, you put like a fucking nasty ass bass line on anything and you're talking my language already. Secondly, you got Snoop rapping over this bass line, and he's just turning back the clock. Vintage.
You went hard in that shit.
Vintage Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
So he wasn't playing around. I mean,
It was like murder era Snoop.
yeah, like Shane keeps saying that rap is a young man's game, but people, they keep showing
They're
you
the kings.
Big Boy, Snoop Dogg. These are names. They're the names that we grew up with, and they're still going harder, in my opinion, than some of these younger people.
They're legendary Pokemon guy though. When they come on the screen, you have to.
They're the final boss battles.
Yeah, and it's just like
every capture them with a master ball.
The message of the song, the bass line, the bad not good with that fucking upright bass or whatever that's going on there, like whatever instrument they're slapping the bass. And then there's the music video that came out.
Yep, with it,
the controversial music video that came out, which I didn't really find that controversial, but for some people they made like a big fuss out of it for like 2 minutes, and then
really
over
it's just because your man's our president just got on Twitter, is like, yo, if they had to put a gun to my head,
he referenced the song.
Yeah, because remember the whole time, like, he was like, oh,
nobody,
Snoop Dogg is like a bad artist, like, don't fuck with Snoop Dogg. Like, he wrote that.
Yeah.
What
does Trump listen to?
3 Doors Down.
Who cares?
3 Doors Down.
3 Doors Down.
3 Doors Down.
But anyway, we all know Trump doesn't have anything better to do. I mean, being a president is such an easy job.
Yeah.
Well, it's really hard for him, apparently, as he says. Might not really be president pretty soon, but we'll see how that goes.
If like, so last year I think I declared like Top or Top was like the song of the year, and I think that we maybe had a consensus on that on the podcast. But I would say that if you were to kind of like put a gun to my head, I would say that right now Lavender, just because of like everything, the video, the message. And that fucking bad not good and
K-Tronada
and Snoop Dogg is just really does it hits all of like my check marks that I need for something to be like at the very top of my list.
G-Funk synthesizer lines.
Yep.
I didn't think any of that. I was just like, how can I sneak bad not good into this playlist? Nah, I'm kidding.
I'm glad you did.
You did good, Shane.
Yeah.
All right. So, where do we go from here? All right. So, off that.
Bad, so we can go right into Thundercat.
Oh, this song speaks a lot of my childhood.
Going down the funk road.
The Kenny Loggins bit. Oh my God. The is it Michael? What's his name? Michael McDonald. And then like, just having Thundercat
show you the way. Are these guys white or are they black?
Who?
Like Michael McDonald and
yeah, and Kenny Loggins.
That's like old people music.
Yeah, bro. Kenny Loggins, he made the pretty much the Top Gun like
Danger Zone.
Oh,
and Footloose.
I mean, we could like this is another album that you could have like. It's kind of like the Kingdom album where it's like pretty much
you could pick any song.
You could pick any song from it, and we just had to like put something to represent Thundercat and Drunk on the playlist. Something that I did like something surprising that I do find on Spotify is they have like a pretty surprising amount of Chicago juke
music. You mean that Chicago style footwork?
You can't book work.
No, you can't.
You can't book work.
You can't book work. You need an agent.
Girl.
You need a new agent. Shout out to Kyle.
Yeah. I will never be able to unhear it.
Yeah.
You out here trying to get some work on these streets, looking
Yep.
like
Boy, you smoking Reggie's.
That's like I mean we've always had
Rest in
Rashad.
peace.
We've always had Rashad on the playlist ever since the first day.
Rolling shit.
If like the summer jams, the ASR summer jams had like it's like Yachty and like Rashad are like the two if you want to like like encompass everything in like two artists.
And to Bad Not Good.
Yeah, Bad Not Good, Yachty and like Rashad.
Can we talk about this track that Carlos put on by RP Boo?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that.
This is coming on. You're making it think big.
This is when Godzilla comes in and does footwork.
Yes, I want this. How much dollars? Who do we give money to do that? Like, bro, like he's just mobbing through the city all regularly, and then he gets to this like one part, and you see like King Kong is just there like chilling, and then this open area, and he just like demolishes the fucking footwork, dance floor,
just kicking cars around and stuff.
Like it's funny that you associate that with Godzilla because obviously like that's like the like original, but I just associate that now with Pharaoh Monch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which is Godzilla.
Well, he's like the Godzilla of rap, you could say. Yeah, but like Godzilla he's the original.
Yep.
Yep.
The OG.
Since 1940 something.
He's old as fuck.
Was his first movie, Jamie?
AF.
50s.
Yeah. Like black and white movies.
Oh wait, no, yeah, that's right. Wait, after the bomb. Wait, the bomb? No, the bomb. All right, whatever.
Yeah, Godzilla was a reaction to the bomb.
Yeah.
Allegory.
Yeah, it was a statement.
But please, I think, you know what, Jamie? You should draw that.
I think I will.
You should draw Godzilla doing some footwork.
I think I will.
That would be
If you
sick.
draw it, I'll animate it.
All right, I'm done. Let's do it.
3D or 2D?
Either one.
And we could put the music in the
Reference
back.
in the chat.
Or how about a bit of
Put
both?
something in the chat.
Yeah, just like a video of some cats like demonstrating footwork footwork.
So you can kind of draw Godzilla to it.
I think that would be
What's happening? This is King Charles.
that would be a nice little project for us to get into.
This move is called the Erkin Jerk.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. The Erkin Jerk is very much similar to the SpongeBob. A little bit.
That song though.
Ow.
Anything can be music.
Yeah. You know what? Like anything can be music is like what I realized when I was watching like Dancer in the Dark.
Oh, the Björk movie?
Yeah, like the Lars von Trier, is that it?
Yeah. Von Trier.
Von Trier. Sorry. So like
I know that makes it tearful though.
Are you guys seen Dancer in the Dark?
Yeah, I didn't catch the ending though, so I had to like
God, bro.
I know.
Okay, no spoilers. No, like yeah, let's
No, I mean I know the whole thing
Okay.
already, but
So
yeah,
if
that's
you've never seen it, it's like a Bjork.
it's on my
and
to finish list.
She's a factory worker. She works in like some type of factory where there's like heavy machinery, and she's
Yeah.
actually kind of hard of seeing. It's like, can you say that, like hard of hearing, but like hard of.
She has,
There's probably
A
a better way to
some
say
degenerative, she suffers from like some degenerative like eye disease.
Yeah. So
I guess
she
it's like
can
a slightly better way to put it.
So she focuses more on her hearing than her seeing. I mean, she could still see a little bit, but it's not as good. But so she's in a factory, and people are kind of working on their machinery, and she starts to like the sounds of the factory begin to like, she starts to hear like a rhythm in it.
Yeah.
And like all of a sudden, like just like the beeps and noises and the bangs of like factory machinery like become like this symphony of sounds, and she gets kind of wrapped up into it. It's a magical, whimsical, musical, amazing film.
it's very dark.
Basically, like the city, like the sounds of the city, or wherever you're at, like you can kind of find your rhythm in it.
There's music all around us
Everything
And,
is
at all
music.
times.
When everything is music, and like nobody exemplifies that more than like the producers of like Chicago Juke. You can't book work.
You can't book
You
work.
can't book work.
David, you got like some like special characters here on this track. It's like, I feel like you're the only one that can read.
Yeah,
this.
so the Japanese track, what it says is the artist name is Chessumasta, so it's like chess master, like plays chess. And the title is Aeni, which is eternity. So if you listen to it,
Ooh.
it kind of gives you that feel of what that title is.
Okay.
It goes on and on and on.
Yeah, it kind of does. And see, I was listening to it, and I love it. I think it's amazing, and like I just feel it. And then my coworker came in the office, and they were just like, "What the hell is this?"
Vaporwave.
Yeah, it's like some ambient cyberpunk.
No, yeah, it keeps ascending.
Yeah, some like Final Fantasy vibes there.
I got curious just because I saw like what record label that came out on, Dream Catalog, and this is the same guy that runs Dream Catalog, David Russo, and like the motherfucker, like I don't know how much, like how
has
he
a
has
lot
so
of
much time, like he's like super prolific. Yeah, I mean he's got like Hong Kong Express and
He has
like
all
Air
his
Japan,
little
like, a bunch
side
of other shit.
projects.
It's like it kind of feels like what the Ghost in the Shell soundtrack should have been.
Mhm. I was really happy with the ending.
I
At
didn't
the
watch
very
it.
end, when the credits rolled, they played the original theme.
I'm gonna get like all geeky right now. It's actually a fourth piece that Kenji Kawai
Mhm.
wrote for the new movie, in the same vein of like the original, like the original
The,
like
the credit song, the end credits.
the original like because like in the original movie he wrote like three pieces like in the same like vein, and this one's like a new like fourth like piece for like the whole like family, I guess if you want to call it that. Until I found out that there was like a remix by Steve Aoki,
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Steve Aoki that was on Bill Nye show,
fucking pie face.
doing like science with Bill Nye for no reason. I did not need Steve Aoki to do science. Yeah, it's like it's a little bit different. Oh, I'll forever love that track.
Yeah, that's so good.
That opening for Ghost in the Shell.
Utai.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Oh, Jamie.
What's up?
Jamie. Last time you were on the podcast,
Jamie.
you said that you were the #1 Fast and the Furious fan
I didn't see that.
around
If that's what you're gonna.
No!
No, I lost it. You know, you can be really, 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 really into something, and then the new stuff comes out, and you're just kind of like, oh.
Damn.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of them since Paul Walker.
There's
Yeah,
only been one.
yeah. It's just
Oh no,
Fast 8.
there was two. No, there was two.
The Fate of the Furious. No, it was just
No,
one.
there's
there-
two since he was.
Was it really one?
Yeah.
No, there's
Oh,
only
you
one.
don't- he was
in
No,
seven.
He
He was in
passed
seven, yeah.
away. He was in 7.
So you didn't see Fast 7?
Nope.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
yeah,
it's-
you're a wave.
It's a
You can
good
take
one.
the title away from me if you want.
You still have the Vin Diesel poster.
No, I don't even.
Damn, you took
that
down.
down.
Damn,
No,
you
'cause,
just like you divorced.
Yeah, I moved and I had to like get rid of stuff. So sorry, Vin Diesel.
There's a poster out there somewhere.
Are you one of those? Will you put yourself in that category of persons who, in the Fast and Furious, like, whatever universe, that you kind of gave up after 3?
Well, after Tokyo Drift.
After 3, it became like, oh, we're gonna do heist and
Yeah,
become
honestly, yeah.
superheroes.
After Tokyo Drift,
And
it
not
wasn't.
really focus about the car
Yeah,
culture.
after Tokyo Drift, it just wasn't exciting
I mean,
anymore.
that's like a very unpopular opinion.
No, you thing
like,
is
well,
with that movie.
Most people think that like after 5 is where they really took off.
Nah. I did really like The Rock's character, though. I'll say that at least.
Daddy's got to go to work.
Yeah, he was good.
Daddy's got to go to work for America 2020.
Yeah.
President.
I'm okay with that. Killer Mike or The
Johnson,
Rock,
come
whatever. Either.
It doesn't matter.
Oh my god, no, I could not, like, bro, like the memes that will happen.
They couldn't be worse than Donald
if
Trump
he
memes.
would ever. No, I mean there'd be really positive, hopefully, but it would just be like, at that point, I'll just be like, you know what, fuck it, mask on, mask off. I'm just gonna go out there and do whatever the fuck I want, you know. But we'll see. Let's let this guy play out whatever he's doing, and let's deal with bigger issues instead of worrying about who's gonna be the next puppet figurehead.
Woo, number 45, baby. Even Miley Cyrus is in on Making America Great Again. You know, like,
oh man,
black people made her do things. I guess.
Switched it up.
Switched the game.
Switching back, actually.
Yeah.
Rap culture is too obscene. It's like, okay, says the girl waving around giant dildos.
Yeah. Miley's, she's a lost cause.
On that whole perspective of things, when you just blatantly just oust someone just so that you can clean up your image.
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit, dude.
That's what you call white privilege.
Exactly.
That's some like alpha culture vulture shit.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like, oh yeah, I was just doing this. Haha, I was having a good time though. I'm really back on this. Hey guys, buy my records.
Please take me back.
Nah.
I'm funky as fuck as all of y'all.
Nah, B.
You fucked up.
Nah, you fucked
like, don't. The world don't work like that. That's just like that.
Yeah.
Her doing that is kind of like the whole Pepsi commercial.
Yeah. Everything is already, it's documented. You can't like.
Yeah.
It's called video.
Yeah.
Evidence.
YouTube, MTV.
Yeah.
Whatever. Who cares, man? Back to the music. I want to introduce one song. Heard it once in a very brilliant movie. I think did it win like majority of the Academy Awards last year for like Best Picture and all that type of jazz. I think it's called Moonlight.
Never heard of it. Especially not after the Oscar snafu.
You think it was just a response to the whole like Oscar so white before
Nah,
dude.
I thought the movie was actually that good.
Oh, okay.
Like, I actually really love the movie.
Well, we talked about it on our yearly podcast that we do.
Yeah.
For our top 5 movies.
Yep. But there is this one song to me that just stood out throughout the whole movie.
So it's like when it's like Cheyenne is like older and he's like driving. He drove all the way from Atlanta back down to Miami to meet up with an old friend from high school. And they're playing
His crush.
Yeah, and they're playing, this song is on the background as they're riding down the street heading over to make some arroz con frijoles and some lechon.
This just made me hungry right now, man.
He made like a bistec con arroz and some plátanos and everything. Like he cooked that up. Yes, I was like that scene right there made me like very homesick of Calle Ocho.
Miami.
Yeah. I was like, yo, I definitely need some of this right now. But the track that they were listening to in the background, of course.
On me, all right. I know many women wanna be in my life. Like, on me, all right. Why can every woman end up being my wife? Even if she go, Even if she go away. Even if she go away. Even if she go away. I'm a classic man.
The song is perfect for like when the fire's now lit on the barbecue pit. And like your uncle's like just working the grill. You know like food's gonna be hella cool in a second.
That is something I can fuck with. You're right, Shane. That's like perfect for a summer jam.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I think the playlist that we have here is it goes all around. To me, though, if I were to really pick a song that gives me a real summer vibe, I would say it would be Slide from Calvin Harris and the Migos and Frank Ocean. It just has that easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. Love to it. You know? I mean, like, you can just picture it.
Catchy.
It sounds kind of like
I don't know.
future funk,
Like what?
Sounds
like that
what?
future funk style of music.
Oh, they said
Yeah.
Violet Funky. I was like, what?
No.
Yes. Why don't we have Violet Funk on this song?
Yeah. Next,
Shout out to Brazil.
yeah.
Shout out to MC Bin Laden. I see you, son.
It's Summer Jams 4. Well, I'm gonna write that down. More
We got to put some Calypso and Violet Funk on there.
Yeah.
Maybe Shava Ranks.
Shava Ranks, Violet Funk.
Yeah.
Girls, okay. I'll stop there.
No, I'm having a lot of fun on this podcast about Summer Jams 3, but with all these ideas that we're cooking up for Summer Jams 4, like I kind of just want to do one and just throw it out there.
Yeah, I mean, stay tuned, listeners. We're definitely, this is, you know, this is not a trilogy. This is like the Fast and the Furious. We're just gonna keep
pumping them out.
Keep pumping them out, whether or not Jamie's on board or not. Yep. But Jamie, gotta say, very impressed with your first addition to the Summer Jams. I'm really glad that you participated, and you were. I didn't realize that we were lacking what we were lacking. So hopefully you're back for Summer Jams 4, and Maz, of course, prolific as usual.
Bong bong.
Bum, 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 bum.
We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it going. The summer's not over; it just started. So there's more jams out there.
That's true.
Always more to pick from.
So this is like our Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. That means the best one.
Going?
Well, Summer Jams 3.
I think like around like the fifth one, we can start doing like heists and shit.
Well, the fifth one is they go to Brazil, so the Violet Funky in that one.
You know what? It's kind of interesting because this is the third one, so this will be the Tokyo Drift of the Summer Jams, and this is the one that has some Japanese music in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. See? Symmetry. Is that what you called it earlier?
Synchronicity. I'm not even trying right now with that word.
No, Sayan actually just finished a project for school where he was doing like a documentary style movie, and he did it on cyberbullying, which I thought was a very noble cause and a very very good topic and very topical.
That is a pretty good topic.
Except for he's kind of doing, he's like playing he has like some dramatic music, and he's playing some like edgy like slides, like pictures of like Anonymous and stuff like that. But he does like a voiceover on it, and he definitely like says wait, fuck, I can't even say it now. Anonymity. That's hard. It's definitely not easy. He says like anonymity. He says it like 7 different ways.
Differently every time.
Every time, and like usually like, and they're like very close to each other also, so it's not like different parts of the movie. They're like, it's like in one in one sentence.
Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers kind of shit.
Yeah. You gotta stay anonymous online and make sure that you protect your anonymity.
Protect your neck.
Well, Shane, you want to do some take care of some social media?
So yeah, thanks Carlos. So you can like follow us.
Stop it. Stop, no, sorry, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Back to you, Carlos.
It's not that type of show.
There's like a 2-second pause.
We're not gonna be
Thanks.
Yeah, like the camera cuts to like you're like by yourself. You got like you're holding like your earpiece like. All right, let's hear some parting ways.
Yep, I know it sucks, but we gotta do it. You can check us out on our new website, artschoolrejects.com.
If you're listening to the podcast, you gotta assume that they already know, like
you
at
never
least
know,
like
though,
one one link at minimum.
But depending on where they're coming from, if they're hitting us up on Stitcher, iTunes, or SoundCloud,
we're on
they
all
might
three.
get to us there 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So just letting people know, the website is up, artschoolrejects.com. There you can find links to all of the episodes, and as well you can catch us on Facebook and Instagram.
We major.
We're trying. We out here.
We're out here being major.
Yeah.
Shane.
Have fun. This was fun, guys. We're definitely doing 4. I think we should bring back everyone who's on here for 4.
Summer Jams 4 people. 4 minds.
4
Do
people.
it.
4 Summer Jams.
Uh-oh. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just excited for the cover art.
Yeah.
It's just like the first one, but like further down the body. It's just like everybody's collarbone.
Everyone's belly button.
Yeah.
Because that's safe.
Yeah.
Because we have a lady. So
Yeah.
I'll show off my dad bod.
Yep. All right.
Peace out. Get home safe.
Sayonara.
Booyaka, booyaka, booyaka.
Me and my friends really come fit on up the party.